What's going on, guys? It's Rhys here from the Manaphy TCG channel. Today we're going to be kicking things off with a game of Pokemon TCG. Just going to be showing off a deck. This is my Blissey deck. Stay tuned though, because there will be some IRL content coming. We're going to be doing some stuff in the shop. It's going to be good. But today, just as sort of like a little taster video, I'm going to be taking my Blissey list for a spin. It's an unconventional Blissey list that I've been playing, and I'm most likely going to take it to regionals. I'm still figuring out some of the numbers within the deck and some things you need, some things you don't. But as you can see, it's a very weird list, like what Blissey list runs Pyukumuku. But essentially that's just there to help take us through the deck. Very high Yveltal count. We ditched Dunsparce because fighting isn't too relevant at the meta. If I go against fighting deck, then sure, you can't tech for everything. We've got 2 Blissey and 2 Miltank. So essentially we're running a lot of disruption, and the Pyukumuku's there for consistency and draw. Again, we're running Trekking Shoes, and a bunch of other cards. And the question I've been getting is, why have I been running 2 Marnie and 2 Judge? The answer to that is some matchups Marnie's really good, some Judge really good. Like if you can judge a Lost Box that's constantly putting like a Zard on top of something, it's really good. Whereas if you Marnie a Mew hand and they're the Path Mew build and they don't have any ways to reset that or dig through the deck, it's really good. So I'm running both. Avery again just helps in a lot of matchups as well, like Reggie's, can help in some Lost Box matchups, can help really limit Lugia on what it can use as an attacker, and Mew obviously because they probably will get rid of a Genesect if they have no other choice, and that's really good because that affects future draws. Again, we're running Path, because although Paralysis is in the meta right now, you just don't play Path in those matchups. So you have Natural Cure online, so you can get out Paralysis. It's built to tech against a lot of different stuff. I think that's just naturally how you can build Blissey because it's quite flexible. But yeah, let's get into some games and see how it does. You never really want to open a Yveltal, but that's why we run full, just in case you do. It's never a bad thing. Oh, we're playing against Mew. Okay, so I think my first protocol here is going to be to capture energy and try and go from there, because Mew just does Mew things in their turn anyway, so there ain't too much we can do other than just wait. But I think getting a Miltank start is going to be good, because then they have to go into the Malweta, and if you cry Destruction, with how few switching cards they run, we can hopefully trap that Malweta in the active. So we can get rid of that energy then. Oh, we've got a Marnie. That's really good, actually. We'll capture anyway. Although I think Cry has its place here, I don't think it's too warranted at the moment, just because all we have to do is Sparkle, attach, return, and we're still not doing too hot. Nice, there's a second Yveltal. We do have the Ultra Ball. Do we Marnie or do we Zinnia here this turn? I think we do run a Pal Pad, so I'm not too fussed about getting rid of these. It sucks, but it is what it is. We'll Escape Rope. They're probably going to bring up the other Mew. Yeah. Free retreat cost pretty good, huh? One Marnie. And so we do hit the path now, there's a good chance they break. Although they do have the Seal Stone at the disposal, which isn't the nicest thing to know. But we do have we have 2 outs to a Yveltal next turn, which is really good. Kind of force them to go in with the Malweta here, which is pretty nice, because if you can strand that, then it just feels good. Okay, there's 1 power tab gone, so when it comes to actually getting our Blissey going later on in the game, that's really good, because it negates that 1-hit KO potential that they can have. They did find the Sparkle. It's unfortunate we didn't find the Path. Well, to be fair, they crammed for it, so there ain't a whole lot you can do there, Chief. But yeah, it looks like they're going to go in with Malweta, which is nice for us. I mean, to be fair, they do have a Shadow Veil. Okay, they put down all 4 fusions. That means if we do get rid of them off the Malweta, then we should be smooth sailing, to be honest. That's good for us. They do take prize offers, but that's kind of to be expected. You normally kind of fall behind in the early game with this deck. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. We're going to capture here. Because Capture not only shuffles from the Marnie last turn, it allows us to get this boy out. I'm not quite ready to put down a second Miltank, just because that's our easiest out further into the game. Although we will play a Avery. Avery just lets us see more cards and disrupts them a little bit. Get a Pyukumuku. And we'll just pitch a Pyukumuku. Draw one. Okay, the Pal Pad's there. That's about it for now. I think we can just get rid of... Oh, that's powerful. Get rid of that instead. Draw two. Be nice to see a path. Oh, we're not seeing it. What have we actually used so far, trainer-wise? We used a Marnie. Okay. Sidney would be nice. So I'm going to Pal Pad now. Just because there's a chance we draw into it. Ooh. And what do we care about more? I think Marnie. Just because they do have that Seal Stone, which is going to be a bit of an issue for us. But yeah, Cry Destruction. Let's get rid of the two here. Just in case. I'll get rid of one here. So now they have to commit another energy to attack with Mew, which is never a bad thing. Never a bad thing at all. Good thing about this deck is everything always looks really shaky. Right until you get them. Right until you get them in the lock. Which is pretty good in my eyes. They have got another Genesect now. Which is more than fine. They have to dig through the deck more and more. Then I'm never too fussed about it. Okay, power tab, yeah, waste that, you go for it, dude. Yeah, the more power tabs they get rid of early on, the better it is for us, really. Oh, they do have a VMAX, though. There we go. They have committed. So now, you know, we can just get rid of these. This Malowette is kind of dead in the active. They do have to find the switch out, though. They could use the Forest Seal Stone, but I feel like they've probably got enough good draw power to find it. Is what I was going to say. But yeah, I was right. Okay, so next turn, I feel like we boss up a Genesect. Because they don't run so many switch outs, which is fine by me. So if we just boss that up, we should be smooth sailing. Ooh, in fact, they only have 15 cards left in 15 cards left in their deck. So it might be worth trying to Sidney. I don't know. Path's good. I think we will boss. We can always Sidney next turn. Just because we do have the backup Yveltal anyway. And then we'll cry again. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. So at the moment we have 5 energy in the bin. They still have 3 double turbos, which is kind of scary. But now they kind of have to dig under path. No, my Lucky's going to hit this. Oh no, to be fair, my luck I guess is better than I thought. Oh, he's got the vacuum anyway. Fair enough to achieve. But this is where we can kind of get them in a lot, because he has to draw to find the switch out, which means he may have more energy in hand, which is always good. Yeah, so he's got 11 cards left in deck. There is a chance with this being the Malowette build that he is running Silene. But you know, running on RNG is never a good reliable way to win a game. So I'm not too fussed. We will, unfortunately, because it does look like he's probably going to find a knockout this turn. Because even without, he still has the... yeah, he probably has it. He still has the Genesect to keep drawing. I mean, if he whiffs it now, then we're in a really good spot, because we just get rid of an energy for free. He's got a Silene. Let's see. Okay. So if he uses that Silene now and puts a switch on top of the deck, which I have a feeling he might do, that's a big win for us, I feel like. What left? I feel like it was the switch, right? Yeah, it was the switch. Oh, he's playing it. Yeah, he's going to bring this up. Let's see if we can knock it out. Pal Pad. He's going to put the Silene back in. Definitely. But this is fine. So you're always running on like a razor's edge with this deck. You never smooth sailing, so to speak. Okay. I think we do this. We'll conceal card away the double turbo. Okay, we do get a Miltank, which is nice. Gives us something to roost on next turn. He has an Echoing Horn, Roxanne, Boss, New Genesis. Okay, so he has no energy in hand as of right now. Okay, he whipped the attack. That's great. So I'm gonna ditch a V-Guard here. Just because it's always nice. Okay, yeah, we definitely want this in his hand. We can do this. Got 3 prizes left. Does have to go through 2 Miltanks. We got the 4th Yveltal. Not conceding. We're passing turn. So our hand is looking pretty dire right now. I can't lie. That is very unfortunate. That gets him back 2 energy. Sometimes, you're just lucky on the Silenes, and there isn't really too much you can do about it. I'm gonna bet there was energies. Yeah, both the double turbos. But again, he's running very low on cards in deck. There goes the 4th power tab. Okay. So it means he does have to Techno Blast to knock out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he does have to Techno Blast. He doesn't have the other VMAX out. I didn't actually realize. Okay, I think we take this risk now, right? So if he doesn't have, if he just doesn't have it, then oh, I don't think we want to judge. If he just doesn't have it right now, then he has to dig a lot to find this last energy. Yes, he's got 2 cards left in deck. So he does find it. I have a feeling the last cards in his deck are probably energy. Well, he can't attack with that Mew this turn because he's Techno Blasted, unless he finds a double switch. If he finds a double switch, fair enough, have it. I think he's just realised. Make this Miltank a bit more bulky. I honestly think we try and... Okay. Zinnia's, I don't think is too bad. He already used the Echoing Horn, so I don't care about ditching a Blissey here. That is very nice. Locking him on a path like that should help slow him down. Trekking Shoes. Yeah, I'll put that into my hand. Trekking Shoes again. We don't particularly need Judge right now. We don't want to put more cards in his deck. Oh, I wish I drew that first. We'll attack that then, because at the very least then we have a Miltank set up ready to attack next turn. A boss right there would have been really nice. Because if we bossed, then I think it's pretty much GG's at that point, because he already used all his switch outs. But he's got to take 2 prizes in what looks to be a very short amount of time. Okay. That's fine. If he's just bossing out defense, that's more than fine with me. Trekking Shoes. Yes, we'll put it into his hand. Capture Energy. See what cards are left. The boss is still in there. I would like a boss. I'm not going to grab the Pyukumuku, obviously. It would be nice to have a boss. Just because if we boss, we open the path. Duh. If we do boss, then we kind of just seal the deal on the game. But I also don't want to Marnie or judge him. Body Slam. The only way he has to knock out this now is if he finds the other VMAX and thingy. Finds another VMAX and then does whatever. He could Psychic Leap now, actually, thinking about it. Attack Leap would do nothing to the Miltank. But it does keep him with cards in hand. Yeah, he does. Okay. That is fair enough. Does have 4 cards left in deck. Little does he know we run 6 million Marnies. He has to find his switch out now. I don't think we care too much just yet. So he can just go ahead and knock out this Meloetta. That just builds up his hand, gives us a fat hand ready for... to be fair, maybe that wasn't the call. Just because he would have had to find a switch out to keep a Psychic Leap in. But is he going to put up a new Pokemon? Okay. He has to bank on a lot here. I mean, he can just... No, he can't even Genesect to draw his deck. There goes. There's another Mew. I think 1 Disruptive Boss right now. Or not. Maybe not. I mean, this guy knows he has time, which is unfortunate. We can see if we can find it. Just ready for next turn. There we go. So if he has a switch out, he has to use it now, right? That's my thinking, at least. If he has a switch out, he has to use it now. Okay, he's bossing this boy. That is more than fine with me. You go ahead and do that. We will retreat into this Miltank. Let's get the right one. We have 1 card left in deck. It's more than fine with me. Smack him. I think he's all out boss. 1, 2. Maybe not. Maybe he's got 1 more. That's why I held the energy, just in case. Yeah, he told you how to switch out. That is fine, I think. So if we judge now, he always decks out first, right? Yeah. Okay, we actually drew cards that we want to see. It's going to be a slow burn, I feel like. I feel like he's just trying to evade deck out. Oh no, he had exactly 4 cards left in deck. What am I doing? I should have judged sooner. I'll float up. I'm going to hope that it's Arcdura. Because Arcdura having the twin to knock off whatever we need is really, really powerful. Okay, they didn't even get energy. Okay. This is... I think we're fine benching this then. We'll quick ball away the Powerful. We'll get the Greninja down. Greninja's pretty nice to have down. No, I don't think we'll be needing the Yveltal as much this matchup. Pyukumuku, let's pitch it. So right now I'm just trying to find a supporter or something just to accelerate where we're currently at. I'd rather not use concealed cards on a twin though. I would rather use it on an energy that Blissey can better utilize. For example, a Powerful. Because all this matchup very much comes down to how fast can you build up Blissey. And if the answer is very fast, then good, because you want to be how fast can you build up Blissey, because it just depends on how much underpath that you deal into the Duraludon VMAX. You want to get it to the point where you can knock them out. Ideally, it's still a very tough matchup. See, I wouldn't have brought up the Greninja. I'd have brought up the Yveltal if I was him, but I guess you never know. You never know. We do have a Cheren's in hand, so at some point we could potentially go in with Miltank for a stall. They do have a shred ability, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to capture here. I think grabbing the second Blissey out the deck is not too bad of a shout. Or at least now we have... We don't want to Marnie them, right? We'll Trekking Shoes first. Find a twin. Okay. We don't want to get rid of the twin. I think we're going to have to get rid of a twin. I don't think Escape Roping it is too bad here. Because Bliss is doing 110, 140. We're still not knocking out, actually. Which ain't great. Isn't the greatest. We've already used concealed cards. Okay, let's quick ball away a twin. It's never good attaching them like that, but you don't know. Pyukumuku just for next turn. Just because I know we've already used it this turn. A bit more dig without using a supporter is never unnecessary. We are hitting some decent... We're starting to hit some really decent numbers. If we keep the escape rope, it's really good, because if he wastes another boss, bossing something else up, then we know we're good. It's when he goes into the VMAX that we should be a bit scared. That's fine, you keep healing 30, mate. 30 is all he's healing, I'm not too worried. Sorry about the clicking. I messed with stuff on my desk, and it just so happened at the time there was a chapstick on my desk. He gave us the game. I think he was too far behind. I think, unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I feel like the game was ours even from that point, even if it goes into the VMAX, I think we were so far. The reason you go first is because if this is how it appears to be the Mew deck, then he's going to fill up his bench. It just means an Avery's that much better. Manaphy up front. I think Manaphy's fine. I don't think we particularly need it. If it is a Mew deck, I don't think we particularly need it in this matchup. So having it as sacrifice fodder early on is really nice. And plus it hides what we're playing. So they could go balls to the walls, equipping energy. Then we're zooming. We're zooming indeed. But we do have 2 Yveltal with Capture Energy, so we have access to the Greninja. We also have a Zinnias, so if we are playing against Mew, we're in a pretty decent spot here, I would say. We are against Mew. Oh, he's got a nice looking Greninja there with Smeagol on the back. What are you going to do, Mr. Mew? Quick ball away a quick ball to get a Mew, a nice Mew. So this person's spent a good amount of money on Mew. There we go. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Ooh. Okay. Zinnia not looking too good right now. We'll go ahead and bench those though. I really want to get rid of that energy early before anything. But they seem to be breaking anyway. I don't think we're too off just going and grabbing this little boy here. Just because I don't want to Zinnia too much away right now. I want to make sure if we're doing it, it's a good Zinnias. Okay. That is not what we wanted. By no stretch of the imagination. We'll path them. Because if they are breaking, then they're breaking. Drawing double boss there was not ideal. I'd rather something else that can help us here. 2 double turbos. Man's popping off. Okay. At least it's a Judge, not a Marnie. Okay. We've got things to work with here. We're going to have to dig. Definitely going to have to dig. Okay, failed the cram. That's really nice. Right, so we really want to get rid of these 2 energy, right? Oh, we rip it off the top deck. He surrenders! Okay, fair enough. This is going to have to be the final game. Unfortunately, granted we have 2 people surrender on us. That's not ideal. I'd really like to show off the deck better. But unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to end it. Otherwise, this episode could be too long. Cheers, guys, for tuning in. And I hope to see you on the next videos that we do. Goodbye.